Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to make this beanie, and this is very easy to make. It's a very quick project and it's just going to take you a couple of hours to finish. So let's begin.
To make this beanie, you're going to need 3 types of yarn if that's what you want. You can use one yarn, but it looks better if you like mix it up. So I've got this gray, blue, and this variegated yarn. These are double knit yarns. And then a 4mm, a 3.5mm, a pair of scissors, and a darning needle. So I'm going to start with this gray and a 3.5mm hook, and I'm going to start by making a slip knot and then making a chain of 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And in the second stitch from the hook, you're going to work a single crochet, which is insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through 2, and continue until the end of the row. And that's the end of the row. So in total you're going to have 14 stitches, and then you're going to chain 1. This chain 1 is not going to count as a turning stitch, and what you're going to do is you're going to work a single crochet in the same stitch so that you have straight edges. And then in the next 12 stitches you're going to work in the back loops on this side only. So you're going to work single crochet in the back loop, single crochet the 12 stitches until you have 1 stitch left, and in the very last stitch you're going to work a
72
single
rows, you're
crochet
going
through
to
both
repeat row
loops
2
because you
until
want your
you have
edges
a
to be
total
straight.
number of 74 rows.
Chain 1 and turn, and you're going to, in the next 70 rows you're going to work this second row. So in total you're going to have 72 rows, which will be a size for an adult. If you want to adjust the size, you can actually just measure the circumference of the head of the person that you want to work for, you want to make the beanie for, and then make the number of rows to that size. So I'm just going to continue working, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to start working the body of the beanie. So I'll see you when I'm done. I'm now done with my 74 rows. This should give me a circumference of 22 inches, which is an average adult size. If you wanted to make it smaller, then just work less rows until you get the circumference of the head that you need. And just another thing, when you're making the rows, make sure it's an even number of stitches, because that's what's going to work with your pattern. And now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to join this together, and all you have to do is slip stitch to the one end and pull through, and then slip stitch through both sides through both loops. So just slip stitch through until the end, and you have joined all the stitches. And now you're going to turn it to the right side, because we're going to be working back and forth. So I just prefer to working on the right side, and you're going to change to your 4mm hook, and pick up a stitch. Turn so that your wrong side where you stitched is facing you, so that will be your wrong side, and chain 3. 1, 2, 3. This chain 3 doesn't count as a stitch. And then we're going to work double crochets all round in each row. So in this case, I'm going to end up with 74 stitches. So it will depend on the number of stitches that you did, the number of rows that you did. The number of rows will be the number of stitches. So to double crochet, you yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over and pull through 1, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over, insert your hook, pull through, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. So just follow the rows to make your double crochet stitches, and I will see you at the end of the row. Okay, I'm now done with my double crochet row. Make sure you have an even number of stitches, that is divisible by 2, and then you're going to slip stitch at the top of the chain 3 like this and pull through chain 3 and turn. Remember, the chain 3 doesn't count as a stitch. Then we're going to work the second part of the 2-row pattern, which is a skip a stitch, front post double crochet, and then work a double crochet in the skip stitch. So what you do is you yarn over, skip the next stitch, go into the next stitch and work behind the post. So insert your hook behind the post. We would normally go up there, but we're not doing that. We're going behind the post, yarn over and pull through. You have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. And then you're going to go back to the skip stitch and work a normal double crochet. So it's not going to be a front post, just a normal double crochet, which is yarn over, set your hook at the top the way you would normally work, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. Skip the next stitch, yarn over into the next stitch, work your front post, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, and then work a double crochet in the skip stitch. Yarn over and pull through 2. Yarn over, skip the next stitch, front post, double crochet in the next stitch, yarn over, go back and work a double crochet in the skip stitch, and continue like this until the end of the row. And you can pause this now and go and finish your row, and then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about the next steps. So from here on, you're just going to repeat these 2 rows until you have a total of 18 rows. So I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to work my 2 rows until I have 6 rows. I'm changing colors every 6 rows. So I'm going to work off camera until I have 6 rows. Then I'm going to come back and show you how I change color without having to weave in ends.
And if you want it to be longer, just add 2 more rows.
So I'm just going to work this next row, start this next row together, and then I'm going to go off camera. So you join your yarn with a slip stitch at the top of the chain 3, and then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and turn. So every row starts, you turn and then you start. So we're kind of like working flat. And then we're going to work a round of double crochet as normal. So you can go ahead and pause this video and go and work your rows, or you can proceed to how to change color. I'm going to show you how I change my colors without having ends to weave in. So I'll see you there. So I'm now done with my 6 rows. So 1 row of double crochet, turn, 1 row skip front post, double crochet and double crochet. Then I'm going to show you how to change colors, how I change colors. So what I do is when I get to the end, as per usual, I will slip stitch and pull through, right? Don't pull your yarn like that, which you'd normally do. Just leave it on the hook, and then take your scissors and cut as close to the stitch as possible. Then, so you're going to take the yarn you're going to change to. I'm changing to this very braided yarn, and you're going to take off your hook and undo your last stitch, the whole of it, undo it, and then we're going to do a magic knot. So how I do a magic knot is I put the yarn around. I usually start with the new color that I'm joining. Then I can have a bigger loop, right? And I can adjust if I need to. So pull it closer to the edge as much as possible. And then take your existing yarn, the one you were using, wrap it around the old, the new yarn, and then make another knot and pull. You should also adjust this and push it as close as possible to the edge. And then just pull the sides together, and then you can cut the tails. And that's your knot. Some people don't like knots, but I feel like this is so much stronger, you see, than any other method. Then what you do is you go back and rework the stitches. So I undid my front pulls and rework the stitch. You may have to tighten or loosen your stitch just to make sure you use all the bits of the old color when you finish the stitch. And then slip through the top of the chain 3. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and turn. And continue working as per normal. So this is my second color. I'm going to use 3 colors. So I'm going to work another round, another 6 rows before I change colors again. So I'm going to complete the rest of my beanie off camera. I'm going to change colors one more time to this color, and then we're going to come back and join the beanie together. So I'll see you when I'm done with my 18 rows. So go ahead and work your 18 rows and come back so we can join the beanie together. Now I'm done with my 18 rows, finished, And now I'm going to join on the top of the chain 3, and then I'm going to measure 1 and 2. This is the thread I'm going to use to join the top. So just cut that around. Pull your thread and then thread your needle. Once you thread your needle, you just run your needle through each and every stitch alternating. So you insert your needle like so through all the stitches so that we can tighten the top. And go around. Okay, now at the end, and you just pull as much as you can without cutting the yarn. And now you're going to stitch through. So what I do is I will put my needle through the hole and turn it to the wrong side, right? And just pull as much as you can. And then just join then sew on top to close the hole. So just sew from one side to the other to close the opening at the top. And make sure it's properly closed. So you may want to do the stitching through twice. And you're done. I'm done now. And then weaving in. And you're done. You can turn it back to the right side and place your beanie. And this is the side you fold. I'm gonna weave that in just now. And voila, your beanie. You can also add a pom-pom if you want, like I did with this one, or you can make wrist warmers to match your beanie. The video you can find in the link in the video. And if you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to subscribe, turn on post notifications. Until next time, thank you for watching.